Thank you for choosing Sandy Destinations Cruise News. This is Danny, and I got your top stories of the day for you. Guests sailing with Princess Cruise will no longer have to provide a negative test result, regardless of their vaccination status. The cruise line already changed its protocols on September 6th when it removed the need to test results for vaccinated guests. This has now been updated to include unvaccinated guests. The new protocols will be effective October 21st and is valid for all cruisers sailing to and from destinations where local rules do not differ with stricter requirements. That being said, all U.S. sailings and European sailings are included. However, cruise sailings from Australia and New Zealand are not. For these voyages, the local rules will still apply. Secondly, the cruise lines have made great strides towards becoming more environmentally conscious industry over the last few years. From switching to less polluting marine fuels, more ports offering shore power, and investments in newer, less pollutant cruise ships, the cruise industry is undoubtedly listening to the massive amounts of criticisms it received in the last 20 to 30 years. However, with a commitment to becoming fully carbon neutral by 2050, much work is still to be done. According to CLIA, a cruise industry representative organization, the move to fuels such as LNG is certainly one that more cruise companies will need to take. However, not everyone is convinced of the benefits of LNG to the environment. And finally, while making its way back from Cozumel, Mexico, back to its home port of Miami, guests on board the Carnival Horizon cruise ship were surprised to find that the vessel was making a U-turn while at sea. The reason was due to a small vessel carrying several refugees in the Florida Straits. Carnival Horizon was sailing northwest to Havana, Cuba, where the small boat was spotted by those on board, prompting the captain to make a maneuver to get closer to the vessel. As the ship came closer, the ship's crew managed to contact the boat, which denied any help from the cruise ship. Those on board, presumably refugees trying to make their way from Cuba to the U.S. mainland, seemed to be in good health, according to the reports from the ship. Their boat was also still operating under its own power, and there would be no reason or necessity for the Carnival Horizon to provide help that was not wanted. Under maritime law, any ship at sea is bound by law to help and assist any vessel in distress. However, that does not mean that those seemingly in distress are in an unsafe situation and will need help.